Hello students, welcome to the session on importance of plant layout. In previous sessions we were discussing with respect to the overview of plant layout and what is the meaning and what does it mean or how important it is. What are the main objectives of plant layout. So in this session we will be dealing with the importance of plant layout, how it is important and what to extent it is important in operations management. Okay, economies in handling. So nearly 30 to 40% of the manufacturing costs is accounted by materials handling. So every effort should therefore be made to cut down on these costs. So long distance movements should be avoided and specific handling operations must be eliminated. So plant designing the plant layout in an efficient way would reduce the distance traveled or the movements of materials during the production process, so which will help us to eliminate the unnecessary costs being involved in machine handling materials. Effective use of available area. Every inch of the plant area is valuable. Okay, efforts should therefore be made to make use of the available area by planning the layout properly. So if we have the utilization of space in efficient way, in an optimized way, so we are it helps us, the proper plant layout or the proper plant designing would help us to utilize every corner of the space in order with respect to achieving the establishing the or say achieving the location of equipment and the services in order that they may perform the multiple functions developments of up to date work areas. Okay, so this will help us to make function smoothing or say effortless production function utilization of the available area. So plant layout would help us to use the available space in an efficient way. Minimization or production delay. So repeat orders and new customers will be the result of prompt execution of orders. So when repetitive customers or regular customers are the resultant of inefficient production execution. Okay, so when we execute the orders received by our customers in an on time without delaying in the delivery of production, so somewhere it add-ons the system of production. So importance of layout is it minimizes or it mitigates the production delays by organizing amenities in an efficient way. So plant layout is a significant factor in timely execution of orders. An ideal layout eliminates such causes of delays as shortage of space, long distance movements of materials, spoiled work, etc. So with such reasons or any reasons would contribute in delays of production, the proper planning with respect to plant layout would mitigate or would completely help us to reduce or say eliminate any production delays. Improved quality. So timely execution of orders will be meaningful when the quality of product or output is not below the expectations. So quality is what, in simple, it is the expectations or the requirements expected by the customers. But somewhere the organization or the production units would have set the basic standards with respect to the quality. If as the production unit, if we doesn't produce or if the produced product or produced output is below the expected standards, it is not an efficient or a well produced goods. So to ensure the quality, the inspection should be conducted at different stages of manufacture. An ideal layout provides for inspection to ensure better quality control. So with the proper establishment of the amenities in the plant layout would allow us regular inspections with respect to the quality aspects of product, where we can meet the expected standards or set standards in respect to the quality of product. Minimum equipment investment. Investment on equipment can be minimized by planned machine balance and location, minimum handling distances by installation of general purpose machines, and by planned machine loading. Okay, so here minimum equipment investments in the sense by organizing or by placing machines in a sequential order to avoid the maximum distance where we see a traveling of materials or the movement of materials. So somewhere with an organized way of installing equipments or investing in an equipment to can be minimized by balancing the locations and material handling or minimum handling distances of material movement. Avoid of bottlenecks. So bottleneck refer to any place in production process where materials tend to pile up or produced at a rate of speed less rapid than the previous or subsequent operations. So here bottlenecks is referred to any place in a production process which exceeds the production rates. Okay, so it is it exceeds the expected speed of production. So bottlenecks are caused by inadequate machine capacity or inadequate storage space or low speed or the part of the operations. So the resultants of bottlenecks are delayed in production schedules, congestion, accidents, wastage of floor area. So the plant layout, the proper establishment would help us to overcome such issues with respect to bottlenecks existing in the production unit. So bottleneck is a situation or a place in a production process where we see piling up with the produced rates of we see there are subsequent operations being piled up at a position. That position or the place is called as bottleneck. Okay. Better production control. Production control is concerned with the production of a product of right type at the right time and at a reasonable cost. So a good plant layout is requisite of good production control, provides the plant control officers with a systematic basis upon which to build organization procedure. So by having a regular inspections, by minimizing the production delays, and by reducing the distance traveling of an equipments, or sorry, a distance traveled traveling distance of materials would give us a proper controlling system in terms of production. So the well organized or a good plant layout would help us to have a good control on our production system. Better supervision. So supervision ensures in two ways: determining the number of workers to be handled by a supervisor and enabling the supervisor to get full view of the entire plant at one glance. So a good plant layout is therefore the first step to a good supervision. So supervision is somewhere adds on with a good plant layout, it adds on to a supervision aspect in terms of an overview of plant by having a good plant layout. Improved utilization of labor. Labor is paid for every hour it spends in factors. The efficiency of management lies in utilizing the human resource in a productive purpose. A good plant layout is one which utilizes its labor in an efficient way. It makes possible every individual operations and the process and the flow of materials handling such a way that the time of each labor efficiently spent on productive operations, avoiding the idle time involved in any production system. So, here an efficient management would be appreciated if they utilize the men involved or the workforce involved in the production process by avoiding the idle time of any labor or any workforce involving in the production process. So that's how the efficiency of management is analyzed with the utilization of manpower in the production process. Improved employee morale. So employee morale or employee attitude or employee state of mind is very important in during the production process. So the well organized, the better supervision and the efficient planning in terms of production process would help employee morale to develop by providing them a better working conditions, by providing the employee facilities, reduced number of accidents and increased earnings. So employee morale is boosted by providing the employee facilities in terms of the any facilities would a canteen, transportation, and the education facilities to the family and the health benefits or yeah, these are the basic amenities would when we say the employee benefits would boost their morale in terms of their performance ultimately has impact on productivity. Okay, these are certain areas which helps plant layout helps in boosting employee morale. Avoidance of unnecessary and costly changes. See, when we have the sequence of production planned and organized and the movements of materials being handled at a very efficient way, it avoids in any unnecessary and unwanted changes which are which are highly expensive in terms of changes. See, when we see in any manufacturing units, the equipments or any the technological changes or any equipments being changed, it does not come with the less cost. It are the highly cost involved in terms of changing all the aspects. So somewhere the planning, the efficient plant would allow or would help us to avoid such unnecessary costly changes with respect to the production process. So this was all about, these are the few important areas which helps plant layout to as a part of as being plant layout, it is very important for an operations management to look after and to focus on to make the efficient production process. Okay.